page for Tuesday, June 8th, 2021. Thanks for joining us. I'm George Gerbo. Organized cybercriminals have caught the U.S. flat-footed with the rising tide of ransomware and other hacking operations that intelligence sources say can weaken the American economy. Ryan Lovelace and Guy Taylor report ransomware cyber attackers holding management and regulatory systems hostage in exchange for payment have acted with increasing boldness in recent months. They've disrupted U.S. fuel and food supplies, education, healthcare, and transportation. Cybersecurity experts are calling on the White House to address the threat for what it is, a state-sponsored campaign that will only get worse until the U.S. confronts it. The White House said President Biden will pursue a ransomware action plan with top U.S. allies at the Group of Seven meetings this weekend in the United Kingdom. The federal government has issued an updated, expanded indictment following the January 6th insurrection at the U.S. Capitol that named 16 members of the Oath Keepers militia group in the suspected plot. Rowan Scarborough reports the Department of Justice issued the superseding indictment in late May, and officials made their 16th arrest on Thursday with the apprehension of a 46-year-old Alabama man. The indictment lists several yet-to-be-named co-conspirators, suggesting the total could reach 24 or more. The indictment says the militia group organized on encrypted apps, brought military gear and guns to Washington, and tried to acquire a boat to ferry a quick reaction force across the Potomac River. On Capitol Hill, West Virginia Senator Joe Manchin went from being wooed by fellow Democrats to booed by them after reasserting his opposition to abolishing the filibuster to pass the For the People Act backed by President Biden. Congressional reporter Harris Alec reports Manchin, a self-described centrist Democrat, penned an op-ed this weekend in the Charleston Gazette-Mail declaring his opposition to the H.R. 1 elections bill, saying it was too partisan. The measure passed the House earlier this year on a party line vote, but is effectively dead in the Senate. Manchin's decision to uphold the filibuster damages the administration beyond its push for an electoral overhaul. White House proposals to address climate change and gun control, among other issues on the president's agenda, are unlikely to garner sufficient bipartisan support to overcome the filibuster. A reminder that you can find all these stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page. Don't have access to the Times yet? Visit WashingtonTimes.com/George and get 25% off your annual subscription. America's fascination with UFOs is approaching a fever pitch, with renewed inquiries from powerful lawmakers on Capitol Hill and an acknowledgement from the Pentagon about numerous UFO encounters it can't explain. Pentagon correspondent Ben Wolfgang reports the Department of Defense and intelligence agencies are scheduled to deliver a major report on UFOs to Congress this month. Congressional sources briefed on the study say it raises as many questions as it does answers, and doesn't come to any definitive conclusions about whether UFO sightings are connected to extraterrestrial life. Military veterans who say they've seen UFOs doubt the report will provide real answers or reveal any truly game-changing information, but they say it could open the door to congressional hearings, giving momentum to those who have waited decades for the world to take UFOs seriously. And finally, an infusion of new users and cash to digital video site Rumble has given it a boost as it tries to break YouTube's grip on the digital video marketplace. Ryan Lovelace reports in recent months, Rumble has scored a large undisclosed investment from a group including billionaire Peter Thiel and sued Google, who owns YouTube, for antitrust violations in federal court. The Canadian-based company's founder and CEO Chris Pavlovski said he prizes small creators' content and says large tech platforms like YouTube prioritize major brands and influencers over others. Find all of today's front page stories at WashingtonTimes.com/front page or on the Washington Times app, and subscribe for free to the front page. Just search Washington Times on your favorite podcast platforms. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram at WashTimes for breaking news, sports, commentary, and more. For the Washington Times, I'm George Gerbo.